In this GlassTrax training video, I will be covering how to map import files into your order entry screen, as well as how to use the new feature which we've added, which allows you to have multiple map files. Because we know that customers send you files in different formats, and now we give you the ability to set up different map files so that you don't have to have one single format that your customers have to fill in. So I'm going to, as you can see, I'm in my order entry screen. I'm going to click on my import from Excel button right here. And I've got two map setups right now. I've got a default and a map 2. If I'm going to create a new map, I'm going to call this, we'll call this for ABC Glass map. Go ahead and fix that right there. So let's say this is something that, this is the format that ABC Glass, one of my customers, sends me their orders. I'm going to go ahead and browse to the sample import file. Now this file has already been mapped on other mappings, on my map 2 and my default. But since I'm creating a new mapping, notice here, these are all my spreadsheet columns, and over here is where I get to choose what those values are in GlassTrax. So in this case, I'm going to say item ID is going to, I'm going to come down to sales order detail items, or item ID, excuse me, which is up here at the top, oh, right there. So the first time you go through this, it's a little detailed, but the nice thing is, once you've imported this in, this ABC Glass map will now be saved as a map file, so you don't ever have to do this again. It's just a one-time thing. Now, one thing you have to use a little bit of knowing GlassTrax is if I pull in an item ID, then the description is going to piggyback along with that. So I don't actually have to map item description, because if I'm pulling the item ID in, the description is going to follow it in anyway. My quantity right here, I'm going to come to sales order detail again. So you can see the name of the table, sales order notes, and the field. This is sales order detail, which is where we want to be. And I'm going to come here to order quantity. Now, if I have quantity factor, that is, are they buying pieces or square feet, or how are they purchasing this glass? I'm going to come down here again now and go to the order quantity factor. So you can keep coming down here. We do have some shortcut ones like, hey, the size 1 in inches and size 2 in inches. That way you don't have to scroll all the way down to the sales order detail and do that. Now, as you keep going down, you're going to go ahead and map the rest of your fields. And once you've got this done, you go ahead and just say the import button. And mine, I'm going to get a notice saying, hey, I've already imported this file. Are you sure you want to do it? I say yes. It goes ahead and populates my sales order as well, as well as the information that I had brought in. So you can see now my information is already in there. And now I've created a third map file. So if I were to go back out of this screen now, if I come in here and just say, let's go back to, there we go, my order's been created. I'm going to go back to my header, and I'm going to hit the back arrow. I'm going to say order and import from Excel again. And just so you can see here, I have now 3 options, the default, ABC Glass, and then map 2. So you can go ahead and set up as many as you'd like. And if I were to now pull in this ABC Glass map and pull in that same file one more time, it will have mapped those fields that we've already previously mapped. As you can see, they're ready to go. The same thing goes for anything else. If I'm using the same file, you can see that it's been mapped a little bit better on these other mapping files. So that's it. That's how easy it is. Like I say, the first time it is a little bit detailed, making sure that you map the fields on your spreadsheet to the right fields in GlassTrax. Once you are done with that, though, it saves and you're good to go to roll into the future.